Hi, everybody. Just wanted to give you some step-by-step instruction for this group project that you're going to be working on for the next few days. In Google Classroom, there are a few pieces of documents that will help give you instructions. So let me show you those now. One, here is the main instruction page. And it breaks it up into these four different kinds of roles that people in your group will play. Most of your groups have 4 people, some have 5. We have the leader or summarizer, and then right below leader summarizer are a list of all their tasks that they have to do. The ones in black and bold are the ones that are just applying to that one person. The ones in red apply to everybody. We have slideshow master, which we'll be using Google Slides to do that. Head presenter. When I return, you will have a chance to present this assignment to the class and to me. So this person is another role. And then there's also the helpers. If you have 5 people, I would suggest that 2 people are the helpers. But if you have 4 people, there's 4 roles for you: leader, slideshow master, head presenter, and helper. And when you get with your groups later, you can take some time to look over the different roles that are here to help you decide which one fits your skills best. Down below are the instructions of step-by-step of what we're actually going to do. Now, the other day you used this website to read about a couple of the different sections in the Indus Valley: Land of the Indus and Way of Life. For this group project, instead of having everybody in the whole class read all these different, each group is going to specialize in one of them. Take some notes, find some pictures, make a little presentation, and then share your information with the class. For this example, I'm going to look at trade and travel. So as a group, you will all look at this example of trade and travel. And as it says on the instructions here, find your topic and notice all of the sections. Among the group, decide how you will divide up the reading. Now for this one, there are 7 different sections here. So among the group, you could, if this was yours, you could decide to read everyone in the group read everything, or maybe you say 2 people read half, 2 people read the other half. However you want to do it is fine. And you will take notes on the reading. Notice I said don't copy and paste, don't write word for word about what you read, but just take a notes, summarize some of the things that you read. You're going to take notes in this other document that I'll share with you in Google Classroom. It looks like this. Now, I'm going to share this a little bit differently than what you're used to. The person who is the slideshow master should be the person who is the one who's most comfortable with learning new things and has already probably learned a lot so far in computer class. Someone who feels very comfortable with working with Google apps like Slideshow and sharing documents. So if that's you, this is the person who I'm really talking to right now, is that you're going to take this document that says Indus Valley Notes, and you're going to select File, Make a Copy, and you can put your group names at the end of it. And click OK. After that, this is very important. you're going to share this document with everyone in your group. So you'll click the share button on the top right, type in the names of all the people in your group, and share it with them. Then when you're done, everybody in your group will either should check their Gmail, and they'll find a message from you that has a link to this document. At that point, everyone in your group will be in the same document at the same time. In order to avoid confusion, my suggestion would be to type in the topic names and then divide up the sections where people would take notes. For instance, this one says, "What did Indus Valley people trade?" Then I would go into my notes, and then I would assign one person in the group to start reading and taking notes. Then you could go into the next section, checking the weight. Type the topic there, and then they can go in and assign this section to a different person in the group. They would read about checking the weight, type in a few different notes that they read about it. When you're done, you'll have one of these boxes filled out for every single part of this section. Day 2, each section should have a summary, 2 complete sentences written by the leader or summarizer. So at the bottom of each section, after the leader reads through the notes, they could type in a 2-sentence summary for each of these boxes. How would you sum up what that section was about based on the notes that someone else took? The job of the slideshow master should be to start creating or working on the slideshow in Google Slides. If you're not sure how to create a new slideshow, if you go into your Google Drive, you click New, and then you can select Google Slides if you want to start a new one. However, the better way is to look at the one that I've already created. And this is the instructions for just a slideshow. You should have 1 or 2 slides for every section of notes. There should be 4 to 6 notes on the slide, which those notes are going to come directly from this here. So the slideshow person is just taking what your group has put down for your notes and putting it in the slideshow. You're going to include pictures, which you can do that in a couple different ways. When you're making the slideshow, don't use colors or fonts that are tough to read, like yellow or green. Those are really tough to read. Don't use strange fonts or very small fonts. And your format will look like this. You might set it up like this, where you have your notes right here and a couple of pictures on the right, or it might set up where you feel like this works better for you, where you have all your notes on one side and your pictures on the other. Notice that this is just one topic. What did Indus Valley people trade? And that's right here. What did Indus Valley people trade? For this particular presentation, their group would have to have made a presentation for all of these sections. The slideshow person is in charge of finding the pictures and inserting them on there. If they need help, then people in the group should be willing to do that if they are able to help. And just like the notes that was shared with the whole group, you would want to share this slideshow with your whole group as well by typing in the names of the people in your group and hitting done. They will get an email from the slideshow master where they can open up this document, so that way all of you can edit it at once. It works out best if you're not all trying to type in the same slide at the same time. day 3, which will be on Monday, or you can always start this sooner or later depending on how far your group gets, but all members of the group should help with editing the slides until the slideshow is complete. So the slideshow master is the main person in charge of the slideshow, but other people in the group should be able to help. You can add useful pictures that go along with the slides. The head presenter will come up with the best way possible to share this presentation with the class. One more thing with a slideshow, if you want to add pictures, there's a couple different ways. One is you can go to Insert Image. And if you go click on the search button, this lets you insert images directly from Google search. Let's say I was looking up Indus Valley map. There's all these different maps I can choose from. If I was looking up the Great Bath, click on this, select, resize it, place it wherever it fits best onto the slideshow. And in the end, you should have a completed presentation that uses the notes from right here, and you'll share it with me in the class when I return. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, and I will be happy to get back to you. Good luck.